Today we are doing butterfly chicken legs. Great. So we're just gonna try and sear. What's so special about these is when you butterfly that chicken leg, it opens it up and it flattens it out. Makes it a whole lot easier to cook. It gives you the little crispies on the bottom that are just second to none. Just easier to cook. It's not round. You're not trying to roll it around on the grill or where it won't stay on one side or won't stay on the other. It's just two sides done. I cook my chicken legs to 190 to 200 degrees. That works best for me. It's very tender, pulls off the bone, and it's just the best all-around chicken when you do it that way. So with that said, let's get into the ingredients list. First of all, you're gonna need some Serenity Valley Farms chicken drumsticks. These are already butterflied for you. All the hard work's been done for you. Can you tell they're slightly cold? This is how you get them when they come shipped to you, frozen. Super simple to prepare, and you can't go wrong with these. So again, we have our Clear Fork barbecue sauce, tangy apple. I have some salt and pepper here, about 50-50 blend just for salt and pepper to taste. And then I have our mix of a little bit of kosher salt, some smoked paprika, some granulated garlic, some onion powder, some coarse black pepper, some dry mustard, some ground celery seed, some cayenne pepper, can't miss that. And we have our brining bucket. And of course you need a griddle and probably a cutting board. So let's move on to the next step. So these chicken legs we brined for about 6 hours, maybe a little longer for these. But anyway, it's a 2% salt solution. I put some peppercorns in there. I put some chili or pepper flakes in there. I added a little garlic, a couple of bay leaves, just some aromatics, just to give it a little something to get going. That salt is going to penetrate into the meat. It's going to make it even more juicy, more tender than Serenity Valley Farms chicken already is. I always say you really can't screw up Serenity Valley Farms chicken. It's really hard to do, especially thighs and legs and wings. So anyway, let's get these pulled out. Hopefully I can do this without having to put gloves on. That's the goal anyway. So you can see they're nice and butterflied. You can see the penetration of the brine, change the color of the meat a little bit. And the last one, close this up and get it out of the way. Alright, so we want to pat these dry as best we can. You know it's hard, but just do the best you can. They don't have to be perfect. A little wetness on the cutting board there. Go ahead and turn them over. Toss them off the cutting board. Be sloppy. Pat them dry again. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect. So we're going to get rid of that so we don't mess up our hands. So we are going to go ahead and season these with our seasoning. Okay. Push that in a little bit. Now with your seasoning, You want to make sure there's no sugar in it, especially if you're going straight on the flat top with these. You want to make sure there's no sugar because that sugar is going to burn on the flat top and it's going to give you a very bitter, nasty taste. So no sugar. You could top it with a sugar seasoning or what they call post dust with it when it's done. But yeah, a little more. Why not? Why not? Let's soak that up. All right, I'm gonna get the griddle ready to temperature, and then we'll get these on. And I'm gonna put these down skin side first on this griddle that's dry. There should be enough fat in that chicken skin that it's going to start to crisp up kind of nice, and it's going to shrink a little bit to help hold in some of those juices. You can hear it. I mean, for being turned down all the way, it's still pretty warm. I'll probably give these maybe 2 minutes on this side, and then I'm going to turn them over. All right, it's been about 2 minutes. Let's see what these look like. Oh, look at that. Starting to turn a little golden brown there. Very nice. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil on here by each piece. Let that get up underneath there and cook. Putting the lid on. Put a little more oil underneath there. Probably gonna let these go 4 or 5 minutes on this side. Let them cook. Let's see where we're at. It's been a few minutes. Stir, it's still gonna be ice cold. Oh, we're already at 110 degrees. They do cook much faster, 115 in that one. So I put a little lid on here. They do cook quicker. All right, let's check the temp on these. I think they're about getting ready to sauce. About 160, 176, 160-ish, almost 170. I am cheating. Instead of pouring this in a bowl you can serve, I'm using a spoon. And since they will get multiple layers of this, now we have to remember that there's sugar in this barbecue sauce, so it's gonna want to burn, so we're gonna have to flip them a lot. All right, let's see where we're at. I think it's been maybe 8-9 minutes total. At 145, 135, 137. Let's flip them again. You can already tell how juicy that meat is in there. It's by the way it sweats. All right, they're just about there. Last time I checked them, they were right around 170, 175. I have hit them with the barbecue sauce a couple times. I'm going to do one final flip. I've turned the heat up just a hair on the griddle, and let's get these finished off. They are looking good, I tell you what. It's going to scratch my chicken itch. We're going to give these a good glaze this time on the top. And of course, the ambulance has to go by. Life in a rural community. Somebody needs help. Community always stands up, rises up to help. A lot of our guys, our fire department is volunteer. I believe the ambulance service does get paid, but not a whole lot. They might as well be working for free. 2 minutes more, and then we're gonna pull these off, and we'll get them plated. Man, these look good. I tell you what, man, I can't wait to bite in. I think they finally cooled down. I think they're down to around 150 degrees. But let's pick one up and try it. I'm going to take this gnarly one here, and let's see how it ended up. Wow. First of all, super juicy. The brine and the aromatics that I put in the brine definitely got into the meat. This barbecue sauce is unreal. It's so good. I put it on thin because it is so sweet, but it tacks up really nice. Clean bite. I tell you what, you can't lose. You feed your family this, you feed your buddies this, you're going to you're gonna make an impression. And especially if you use this barbecue sauce. We use the tangy apple this time. There's actually four different flavors. You can see them all on the website. There'll be a link down there for that. And try this. If you feel so inclined, please subscribe, give us a like, a thumbs up, and let somebody know about this butterfly chicken legs, pre-cut, ready to go. I'm sure you know somebody that would want to get this. So anyway, until next time, Bob's your uncle.